What's up? This is Dance Games Daily, where I talk about dance games every weekday. This is rare footage of me recording this before 11 p.m. Like, I got food on the way, I got things I want to watch, so I'm just kind of trying to knock this out right now. I might do ECS stuff this weekend, and something I was realizing is that mid-division is something I want to participate in, but I also realized that I haven't really looked through any of the charts in the middle division. So I'm gonna do that now. One chart that I want to look at for sure is by Yahtzee. It's a 19 at 220 for Highscore, which is also known in the tech space for having a tech chart for it as well that has jacks. And I think this chart's amazing because it kind of does its own shout outs to the tech chart in a way that also fits in a stamina chart. So this chart is epic. It's Yahtzee good. Look at this. This is like textbook oh no a pattern. This is oh no an anchor. Something I was confused by initially when I was watching this is that on the left and right arrow anchors, your other foot is moving across 3 notes sometimes, whereas the up and down arrows are only moving between 2. And I was like, why is up and down only moving between 2 other notes? And then I realized that's because you'd be doing a crossover. So I don't know if the stamina community is ready for 220 crossovers in their stamina, or if it'll ever be a thing. It'll probably never be a thing. The spirals here also just like hit an accent with the music really well. I don't know what the general consensus is on this chart. I have a very steppy form. I don't think anything about this chart is particularly offensive. Although probably one of the most challenging things for me is that one of my shortcomings as a stamina player is that I tend to be really bad at longer charts. And I don't just mean marathons, I just mean things that have large numbers of measures regardless of the speed. So I really need to... It's not that I can't do 220 BPM, it's that I can't sustain 220 BPM for however many measures this is. It's a lot. Is it like 120 total? It's a lot of measures. 64, 32. Was it 40 something at the beginning? 100? I mean, it feels like almost 200 measures. Yeah, the anchor's coming back in. Like, the anchors go through all the way to the end of the song. Oh yeah, these spirals are tough. Anchors again. Man, it's just non-stop. Yeah. Good alternating staircases to accent that quarter note hit. Bum bum bum. Man, I'm getting stressed just looking at this. Like, I'm not sure I can do this many measures of 220. I've done Moe Jazz Dreamer before, but that was not easy. And I've done Astral Reaper 19, but that was 230, so you get less measures of stream. Wild. I think I can get to a point where I can do that. Under 3,000 steps. It's pretty dense, so the song is as short as it could be. There's no fluff. So I guess my question to the people watching this is, if you're a stamina player playing in this skill range, like, do you consider these patterns offensive? Like, is this a hard chart? Because like, yeah, I understand like, you know, oh no, a pattern, oh no, an anchor, but I don't know. I've never found these kind of like spirals, and like I've never found spirals that offensive. I've never found copters that offensive. Up arrow anchor is going to be hard for sure, but I have a more steppy form, so I can make it work. Overall, though, I really, really respect this chart for just not being afraid to do something bold that still fits with the music. People have talked to me in streams before know that I don't know, I don't have a very... I think it takes a lot for me to consider something hard when it comes to like a pattern, because I think I've just like... I've seen too much shit playing older charts back in the day. But obviously, like, the meta has changed a lot, people's form have changed a lot, so... Things that were common for patterning back in the day, you know, long towers, a lot of mono-directional facing patterns. Those are things that I would genuinely consider hard these days. You don't really see that in charts anymore. Like, this chart is hard and has anchors, but it's still very balanced. I would consider, you know, 1,000 years of mono-directional patterns hard. But yeah. I don't know if I have much else to say about this chart. Other than that, I really need to look through this pack more. It is cool to see that like lower and mid bridge on the 17s. So the 17s that are in lower, any practice you put into these charts is not wasted because there's overlap, and those 17s go into mid minus the marathon. So that's really cool. But yeah, thank you, Yahtzee. Thank you, Yahtzee, for not being afraid to do something bold. I really like this chart, and when I play in middle, I think when I work my way back up to playing 19s this long, it's going to be a goal of mine to try to get a pass on this in my set. So that's all I have for today. Thanks. I'll see you guys tomorrow.